Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as yeah. I'm over here looking at tails and witch like yeah, 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot key strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the futures, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. light up, watching them gain big profits. While I'm still in my same big profit. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, big profit. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, big profit. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, big profit. That TTG money gang. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. It's another big green day in the markets. It's another green day inside of True Trading Group. The analysis has been spot on. If you've been following our live streams for the last couple of days, you know that 2 days ago, I was right here in front of your face on this YouTube channel. And I told you that I think the markets are set up for a bear market rally. 2 days ago, when the SPY was 395, I told you that I thought this market was going to be moving to the upside. We moved up to the upside. Big green day yesterday, big green day again today. What's going on in this market? How much further can this rally go? What's going on with the banking crisis? We're going to talk about it all and have a very serious conversation with you guys right here on this live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader of True Trading Group. If you guys don't know by now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform available today. If you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you folks have come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday. We go live right here where myself, other TG Pro trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, analysis, market commentary, and trade ideas that can help you become better traders. That's why you guys are all here. So take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your own turn on notifications, share this on your own social media. Let's reach out, educate, and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. Now, why should you listen to anything that I have to say? And from what I have been reading, from comments, social media posts, talking to other traders, never has there ever been a more important time for you to listen to the things that I have to say to you on this live stream. I've been doing this for 17 years. I know a thing or two. I've been through a couple of different market environments. And still yet here I am sitting in front of you 17 years later. The reason why I need to be listening and paying attention to the words that I have to say to you is because I did not figure any of this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a fund in New York City as my first job out of college. I went through a 3-month educational training program where I was taught and trained by other professional traders on Wall Street. That's how I got myself started in the trading industry. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of people reach their goals of achieving profitability. We have members in 100 different countries, have been around since the end of 2016. We're the fastest growing and highest rated platform out there because we combine the university level trading and investing courses, similar to the stuff that I learned that I worked at the fund in New York. We cover stocks, options, futures, crypto. We also cover all different styles of trading. We do day trading. We do swing trading. We cover long-term investing, something for everybody inside True Trading Group. And the moderators and I that give you all of our real-time trade alerts, entries, and exits have been able to sport a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So again, if you guys are new to this channel, I want you to smash that like button. I want you to subscribe. I want you to turn on your notifications and share this on your own social media so we can reach out and educate and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. I've been frustrated over the last couple of days. You know, I come on these live streams day after day, and I give you guys free lessons. I give you guys market commentary, analysis, my trade ideas, what I think the markets are going to be doing, how we can position ourselves to make money from it. But yet I still continue to see some comments that are out there from other traders on social media with trial members of True Trading Group. And it's extremely frustrating. It's extremely frustrating because people continue to face problems and people continue to fail by making very, very avoidable mistakes. I have to have a very real, open, and honest conversation with you guys here today. In order to help me have that conversation, I'm going to bring on and introduce you guys to my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. Everybody give a big, warm ayo to Adam, unless if he needs another minute or so. Okay, Adam still needs another minute. So I will bring him on in just a minute. He's getting ready right now kind of backstage. But yeah, guys, we're going to have a really open and honest conversation with you about all this, because I really am. I'm frustrated because this is the greatest trading environment that I have ever seen. And on a daily basis, the opportunity to make money is unreal. The successes that I'm seeing within members of True Trading Group is amazing, and I'm very happy with it. I'm very proud to see a lot of the progress and successes that members are having. But there are still a lot of traders out there that continue to focus on things like MULN, Mullen, Bed Bath & Beyond, AMC. And these people have lost a tremendous amount of money focusing on these stocks, trying to ride the wave of social media with zero education, with zero guidance from actual professionals, zero regard for what professionals have to say. It's actually gotten to a point where these people on social media that have lost an exuberant amount of money actually tell professionals that their analysis is garbage, when the professionals are the ones that do this for a living, consistently make money month after month, year after year. And yet the person that's holding a stock that's down 90% from where they bought it, that has completely blown up their trading account 1, 2, maybe even 3 times, for some reason, a reason which I still to this day cannot understand, think that they are still correct and think that they should just completely disregard anything that an actual seasoned professional trader and market participant has to say. I don't know any other situation where you would walk into any other environment with zero training or knowledge or success and tell a professional that they have no idea what they're talking about. Would you walk into a doctor's office and say, "Doc, I have a pain in my knee," and the doctor tells you what's wrong with your knee? Are you going to tell that doctor that he's an idiot, he's a moron, he's spreading FUD? Or are you going to listen to that doctor's analysis? This is the part that really starts to get me frustrated, because the amount of money that I see people losing is easily avoidable. It's easily avoidable if they pull themselves and pick themselves out of the quicksand that they have found themselves in and they have been in since 2021. 2021 created such horrific bad habits for people. They thought that that's how the stock market works. Stocks only go up. And as you have noticed over the last 2 years, that is not the case. As you have noticed, real things like valuation and fundamentals actually matter. That's why Mullen is a 10-cent stock. That's why AMC is a $5 stock. That's why these stocks have not gone to $100, $200, $500 like everybody on social media told you. That's where those stocks were going to go, that there was going to be the mother of all short squeeze on all of these different stocks. When a professional comes on and tells you that's most likely not going to happen, you should probably get out of that position. You tell them that they're stupid. You tell them that they're spreading FUD. Yet that person has maybe made successfully millions of dollars in the exact area that you are trying to find success in. You need to start paying attention and listening to people that are successful at something you want to be successful in. I've gone my entire life, and this isn't even has anything to do with the stock market in general, but just any area or aspect of your life. You want to gravitate towards people that have already had success in what you're trying to achieve. You want to learn about investing in real estate. Are you going to go and tell the person that owns 200 different, properties throughout the world, that has built a multi-billion-dollar real estate portfolio? Are you going to gravitate towards that person and listen to their analysis and what their opinions are about the housing market and how you should go about building that portfolio for yourself, or you can tell that person that they have no idea what they're talking about and they're an idiot. But you're going to go and you're going to listen to the person at your local gym that has never owned a piece of real estate in their entire life, but told you that this one foreclosure property is an absolute slam dunk home run, even though the person that built a multi-billion-dollar portfolio tells you it's not a good idea. Who would you listen to in that scenario? Obviously, you'd listen to the multi-billion-dollar portfolio real estate professional that's been doing it for maybe 25 years. So why is it when it comes to the stock market, when someone that's been doing this for 20 years, that has had the exponential amount of success that people are striving to achieve, why do you not listen to what they are telling you? They're not telling you these things because they purposely want to hurt your feelings. They're telling you these things because they've been through the ringer before. They've seen all of these different examples throughout their experiences and throughout their time in the markets. They're talking from direct experience and from direct knowledge, learning from their prior mistakes, but also learning from their successes. You really need to have a wake-up call, and you really need to start paying attention and start making a decision on who it is that you are going to start paying attention to, who it is that you are going to start valuing their analysis. Are you going to start valuing the analysis of the person on Reddit who you have no idea who they are, and the person on Twitter or the Discord room with a bunch of people that are typing with $5,000 trading accounts because they all told you that some 10-cent stock is going to go to $5? Or are you going to start listening to someone that's been doing this for 20 years and has actually earned a living doing so? You really have to start thinking about how serious are you about becoming profitable in the market? How much does it mean to you? How badly do you want it? And start looking at what has not worked for you up to this point, and maybe start thinking about, I should probably go about this a different way if I ever want to have a chance of success. That is the level of frustration. That is what has been frustrating me over the last couple of days. Now, in order to help me have this conversation with you guys and talk about this a little bit deeper and a little bit further, now I do want to bring on my business partner and co-founder, True Trading Group. Everybody give an AO to Adam.
What's going on, man?
What's up, bro? How are you?
I mean, you know how I am. I've had a pretty frustrating day. It's been a frustrating week trying to understand what's been going on with some of the feedback that we've been given, some of the messages that I've seen come in on your end, and you know, what we're going to talk about right now for a minute is this. We are going to talk, Mike and I are going to talk about what we're seeing as far as the state of the retail trader, right? We're going to talk about what it is that we see. All right. So I'll tell you right now, if you want SPY analysis and the best stocks to buy right this second, maybe go away, come back in a little bit if that's all you care about. But for a second, we're going to talk about, you know, Mike will get into that. He always does. But we are, you know, Mike and I have some important things that we want to go over and that we want to say, and we wanted to say it publicly, specifically on YouTube, so that we can come back and refer to it later. Because if we say it in chat, unless we record it and then we got to put it on YouTube and then we got to push it out everywhere, it's just easier to do it during a live stream. Right?
Yep.
So it has been very, very concerning, some of the things that we've been seeing from a lot of our trial members, from a lot of people that send us private messages after, after these live streams. Like, for example, if you watched the live stream the other night, there was a gentleman on here that had claimed to have lost 170,000, 180,000. You spoke to him after the stream, right?
Yep, sure did.
What was his story? Tell me a little bit about him.
So he's lost about $150,000 over the last two years. And he got into the markets, you know, during COVID, just like everybody else. And, you know, he didn't really necessarily know, you know, what was going on or why these stocks were going to the upside. He was up a ton of money at one point, never got out of the positions. Everybody, everywhere that he read on social media was saying that the stocks were going to go higher. So he never sold. He kept holding. You know, he bought Tesla when Tesla was going crazy, right up all the way up near highs. And as the stock kept coming down, he kept buying more, until eventually, though, he got margin called and had to dump the entire position at $113. And the stock bottomed at like 101. Now the stock's back to 195. But he was forced out of the position because of a margin call. And he then went and started joining, some other alert groups where people would go and everyone would say, get behind, and they would all say, we're going to buy this stock. And he would end up get caught holding the bag. And after losing about 100 grand, in the meme stocks and in Tesla, he went on to lose another like 30 or 40 grand by trying to follow what some of these people on Discord and Twitter groups, what they were talking about. And he always got left and got caught holding the bag. And none of these stocks ended up, becoming anything. They all, like as you all many know, a lot of these stocks, CEI, MULN, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. GNUS. I mean, the list goes on forever, LI and NIO and Nikola and
how many and how did he try and dig himself out of that hole?
He just kept trying to rely on what other people were talking about on social media.
In what way? How so?
And he just kept trying to go after the big home run, and just putting good money towards bad, and just made the problem.
He also talked to you about joining other groups, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He joined other groups and was trying to get like these alerts. But still never got any explanation from the people that were sending.
How much did he tell you he spent on those groups?
He didn't tell me how much he spent on them, but he told me he had joined a handful of other groups, at least 3 other groups, and none of them.
He told me one of them was OTA. So
okay, yeah.
So that he must have spent an astronomical amount of money.
Probably at least $7,500 to $10,000 if it's OTA.
And then the rest were, Instagram, messages that kind of get followed up or whatever, right?
Yep.
It's very discouraging when this all takes place. It's very discouraging.
Very.
And I'll tell you why. Mike and I have been doing this for a very long time. If you look at our channel and you go back, all the way to 2006. I mean, I don't even know how long have we had this channel? How long have we been doing this?
I honestly, dude, I honestly don't even know.
Yeah, I'm trying to
5 years, maybe.
It's a very long time. Whatever. 2017. 2017 is how long we've been on this channel.
6 years.
And on this channel, we have, let's see. I don't know, something like 3,000 videos. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a lot of content. And it's a lot of information that we try to share with people to try to stop them from making a lot of these very easily avoidable mistakes.
Yeah, it is. See, now I'm curious of the views. Oh, it doesn't matter, right? The point is, what's 30 times 316?
Oh man, I can't do that on the top of my head. Hold on.
The point is that we've been doing this for a very long time.
300 times 300.
It doesn't matter. It's well over. It's like
it's 9,500.
No, it's less than that. Then it's a tremendous amount of videos.
9,480.
We have literally made a video every single day since 2017, and sometimes
except on Saturday. Except Saturday. And our entire business, and I'm curious, how many people on here have ever been a part of another group? If you've been a part of another trading group on here, go ahead and type the number 1 if you've ever been part of another group. Go ahead, type the number 1 if you've ever been part of another group.
Let's see. Let's see what we got.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a tremendous amount of people.
Wow.
Do me a favor. Everyone that's typing the number 1, type in what you paid to that other group. I want to know what you paid to that other group.
$12,000. 200 a month. 5,000, 12,000, 1,000, 2,000, 1,400, 7,000 a year, 3,700, 2,500, 3,000, 3 to 4K, 600, 2,000, 10K, 10K, 20,000, 2,500, almost 9K, $5,600, $150 a month.
Yeah, so
5,000.
all that stuff about $150 a month or $200 a month. Don't do that. That's $1,800 a year.
Yeah.
Okay, 150 is $1,800 a year. 200 is 2,400. Okay, that's what it is. That's what you're paying.
25K, 10K, 5K plus a yearly maintenance fee. Oh man.
Okay. So here's the thing. I want to know why. I want to know why you paid that much. Just write one sentence and type it in the chat. Why? Why did you give those people that amount of money? I want to know.
Yeah, it's a good question. What made you guys pay that much money?
No, stupid is not it. You're not stupid. You were sold something. Desperate. It's the most honest answer I've seen.
Yeah, that's a real honest.
That's a really honest answer.
Hope. It's another good answer. Desperately needed changes. Hope. Looking for the best. I didn't know how to trade. Needed a higher level of service. Trade alerts. I had a feeling. I wanted to become a millionaire. Desire. I thought I could trust them. Sold me a dream. I canceled all other services. I would never go to anyone else. TTG is awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. Not. We appreciate it. Not about us right now.
Yeah. I thought the comment was going somewhere. I didn't realize it was. I believe what they said. I was desperate to succeed. I was desperate to make money. And
somebody said tired.
Man.
How many of you on here right now? No, right now it's not about us. I am Wake. It's not about us right this second. I'm curious about you all for a minute. How many people on here are not True Trading Group members? Type TTG if you're not a True Trading Group member. There's no sales pitch that's going to accompany this. I just want to see who is not a member, so I know if we're talking to people that are, that are not members versus people that are. That's all. Gold Miner, Shreen, Millie, Wayne Knight, A Anonymous, Chris. Let's go ahead. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, just type TTG in the chat. We just want to get an idea of who we're talking to versus not talking to. Iris, East Coast, Alyssa, Astrid, Elizabeth, Lynn, John Bianchi, Truly Focus. I like that. Again, just type it out, man. No one. I know it seems stupid, but it's helpful to us. All right, Stephen James is new. Rad is finally a member, which is amazing. All right, so there's a fair amount of new people on here. There's a bunch of names that I don't recognize.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. First of all, don't go anywhere. All right? We're not jumping into a sales pitch. We want to talk to you for a minute. All right? Somebody says, I joined Warrior for $2,700, then $197 a month with no tools. Yeah, that's all very true.
So crazy.
I spoke, so this is kind of nuts because it started this week with that guy. It started this week
from a couple days ago, right?
With that guy, and then I do a morning intentions meeting, with a couple of members, right? So and then one of the members in there, had a I'm not going to put her on blast because she, she's amazing, and I feel for her and I empathize with her. But, one of the reasons she joined True Trading Group is that she wanted to help her husband make back a certain amount of, money for his business. They had taken out a bunch of loans. They were 7 figures in debt. And this was right after the M. Ali thing, right? And then we're speaking to her, and then right before she was going to sign up for True Trading Group, she had been told online that if she puts in, I think it was $15,000 into a crypto group, that the crypto group was going to guarantee her $1 million back in 1 year. And I see people saying damn or ignorant or whatever. It's not ignorant. What it is desperation.
Yeah.
What it is it's being in a place where you feel you have to make money as opposed to I need to make money or want to make money. And the person ended up not paying the crypto group at the time, came with us, but then later on when we were talking about it, came back and I said, you didn't pay it, did you? And she was like, yeah, I did. I ended up doing it anyways. And the confirmation bias, where people are so eager to believe what they want to believe. They're so eager to believe what they want to believe. They're so eager to hear what they want to hear that the second that you tell them what they want to hear, that most of the time, if you sound good and you tell people what they want to hear, they're eager to throw money at you.
Yeah.
Now, here's an interesting question. Everyone that paid several $1,000s to other people, if they would have made you back anywhere from 2 to 10 times your money, how much would you have paid them to keep that going?
Good question.
If all the groups that you paid, 2,000, 3,000, 5, 12, 25, whatever it was, if they could have made you 2 times to 10 times on your money, how much would you have paid them to keep going?
Not a trick question, guys.
This is not a trick question. I'm genuinely curious.
The amount wouldn't matter if I was making 10 times my money.
Yeah, based on profit percentage, all I have, another 15K.
Endless within reason. All the profits to keep growing. A lot.
Yeah.
50,000, whatever they asked me for. Literally whatever they asked me, to be honest.
Yeah. See, it's
I paid whatever was needed to be a part of it always. And that's coming from Gold Miner, who actually said that they're not a member.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in here that aren't members, right?
Like I said, I caught the comment. I just remember him commenting before. My soul. Someone sent my soul.
Listen. You know, everyone wants one thing, right? They, you know, or most people want one thing when they see it. The stock market and all these people, they think that, you know, what they're selling you is this dream of being a millionaire, of being able to make millions of dollars while trading on the beach, right?
Yeah.
Being able to go to your children's game, you know, or what really, if you really want to mess with your head a bit, getting back that time that you had to sacrifice at your 9 to 5 all those years, the time you missed with your family. So now you could trade and be independent. Yeah, exactly. See, Wayne says you can't get back time.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is, right? It's the idea of that ultimate freedom and all of that. It is insane what this week, I don't know where it's coming from, but so then it happened with that woman. And then today I spoke to a member, that said that they lost, I want to get the number right, that they lost, I think it was like $120,000 in 2022. And they said that they're finally, starting to trade again and whatever. And I said, well, what are you working with? What's in your, what are you starting with? And they said, I have $25 in my trading account.
Whoa.
Right?
Wow.
I do not know where or why there's so much of this being so prevalent like this week. I don't know if it's something in the water or what's happened, but like, I mean, it is a lot. Like, I mean, we hear bad stories, sure, from time to time, right? But not like this. Not like this week. And a lot of it is from these, from these trial members that have just gotten wrecked.
Yeah. It could be too, Adam, why it's all coming to head now is because all of those stocks, like that were all the social media raves, they've all finally completely imploded. There's not a single one that is anywhere near the prices that they were at in 2021. I mean, you're talking about these stocks that are all of them. You name any one of the stocks that everybody told you was going to moon. They are all down 90%. And I think a lot of people have gotten to the point where they're finally beginning to realize that they got scammed. They believed they got sold a false bill of goods. They got ringed into a trap. It's just, I think people are starting to realize that now because, it was one thing when one of those stocks was still green in their portfolio. Now they look at the holdings that they have and they're down 90% on every stock they own. And I think people are finally realizing, well, now everyone's talking about a banking crisis and people are talking about this. People are worried about the markets again. And they're just realizing that money's not coming back. And I think it's all starting to come to a head now. That hopium and believing, like always believing what you want to believe. That's why every time someone said, oh, this is going to be it. Like, oh, Amazon's going to buy AMC, like what everyone was talking about over the last couple of days. What do you think? Amazon's going to, even if that story is true, what do you think? Amazon's going to pay $100 a share for AMC? You're still going to be down 75%, 80%, even if they do buy them. And that's if that doesn't turn out to just be a complete farce. And I think people are just starting to realize it.
Which is a real shame because one of the conversations that I had today with the trial member, because the second I started to hear this stuff from trial members, I put 2 other employees of True Trading Group, I gave them a list of all the active trial members and all the trial members that were there for the past 30 days, I'm like, yo, call every single one of these people. Do not sell them on anything. Ask them how they are.
Yeah.
Ask them what, and write down what their responses were. I don't want you to sell them on anything. I want you to ask them, what's going on with their trading, where they're at, and so on and so forth, right? Yeah. And one of the people that I spoke to today was a security guard at a hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
And their whole thing was, that I forgot what I was going to say. Lost my train of thought.
Security guard at a hospital.
Yeah. So the guy was a security guard at a hospital, and still a security guard at a hospital, and just wants to make enough to be able to add another $10,000 to $15,000 of income per year. Right? So they made I think like 55 to 62,000 is what they said, right?
Yeah.
So they wanted to, but that was really their goal. It wasn't about being a millionaire. Right. And what's crazy is that so many people want that lifestyle that's like sold and perpetuated to you. And really, there's way more important things. And I'm not even just talking about the education. The education is a given, but like, honestly, how many of you would love to be able to pay all of your bills like on autopilot without ever having to think about it? How many of you would like to truly not care whether or not gas goes up or eggs go up or any of that? What would an extra $10,000 a year mean to you?
Yep.
Maybe nothing, maybe something, I don't know. What would that mean to you?
And just to further prove a point too, Adam, this is breaking news right now as we're doing this live stream. But Virgin Orbit has announced that they're ceasing operations for the foreseeable future. That's ticker symbol VORB. The stock is getting it's down 47% right now after hours. This is a complete piece of garbage that just 5 days ago on March 24th, there was a social media push for VORB calling it the next great aerospace, like this is going to be the next big thing. Huge push on social media. Millions. It traded 60 million shares. It went from 50 cents to 90 cents, almost up 100% in one single day because a bunch of people got completely taken advantage of. And now the stock's down to 20 cents and the company is ceasing operations.
Right.
Just another example of people believing what they want to hear and getting completely taken advantage of and now being down 80, 90% on a stock they bought just 5 days ago.
Here's the biggest shame of the whole thing. The biggest shame of all of it is that right now, the environment that you find yourself in between short-term swing trades, trades that you're in from like, a couple days to a couple weeks, yeah, and your day trading right now in both equities and stocks. The sad part is that we'll most likely never see an environment like this again in our lifetime.
Yeah. And
I really believe that. I know Mike does also, because we talk about it all the time. Of course we come on here and we talk about it and in the hopes that it motivates people or whatever, but it's totally accurate. the volatility and the ability to both swing trade and day trade stocks and equities right now is insane. And these people, a lot of them, I mean, talking about losing six figures and having a $25 account.
That's horrifying.
You know, it's messed up. I mean, look, and it's not about a Lambo. It's not about making millions of dollars. It's not about sitting on a beach with a daiquiri in your hand, like overlooking the water while you trade. I mean,
right.
It's not about those things. Oh, you got your laptop.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. It's not about those things. It is about being able to take care of yourself and your family and your needs, and be able to build upon that. It's about being able to go to the grocery store and not worry about, can you afford everything in your cart? It's about being able to pay for your kid's wedding. It's about being able to pay your car payment or getting a new car if your lease is up. Yeah. It's about not having to worry about your medical bills or health insurance. You take care of all those things first, and then you stop coming from a place of desperation. See, there's a very cool thing that happens when you no longer have to make money, but you want to make money. There's a very cool thing that happens when your back isn't so far against the wall that you could taste the wall from the back of your neck.
That's right, man.
There's a very, very cool thing that happens when that happens. But half of these people, sadly, will never know it. Will never know it. Because whatever money they do have, they're so eager for an immediate fix that they will give it to the first person that tells them a good story.
Yep.
You're better off buying $15,000 worth of scratch-off tickets.
Yep. It's truth. They have in their mind what they want to happen, and they will just believe the first person that says it to them. How unrealistic, it may or may not be. They just believe, they hear what they want to hear, and they believe what they want to believe. And that usually is someone promising you some type of shortcut, someone promising you, oh, I have some fail-proof system.
I don't even think it's a fail-proof system. A lot of the people that I was talking to, they get told a lot of the same stuff that like people would normally say, but they're like guaranteeing it. Mm-hmm. They're saying that if all you have to do is follow, you could set it and forget it from work, you know, you could just do it. You don't need to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people want to hear. I mean, who wants to hear? I mean, honestly, who wants to hear, hey, you have to put in some effort, you have to rearrange your schedule, you have to invest in it, and maybe if you go through an overwhelming amount of information and tools, maybe you can be successful.
Right.
Who wants to hear that? That's not attractive. Nobody's going to throw money at that, right? Yeah. So when you have a business that tells you the truth, when you have a service and a platform that tells you the truth, and you put it side by side with the other stuff, and the other stuff is very simple. It's, are you tired of your boss? Are you tired of being a slave? Do you want to make more money than you know what to do with? Are you in a financial bind? Let me help you get out of it. All you need to do, take $5,000, just $5,000. But right now, and I'll show you how to get out of it.
I guarantee I'll get you out of it.
Right. And people are so enamored with that because it is exactly what they're looking for. It is exactly what they are looking for. And unfortunately, all it does, because these people are not in a good spot. when they sign up for these things.
Right.
I mean, if you're willing to spend that much money on something, there's a lot of desperation there.
Yeah.
So
like you said, you saw a lot of people
not in a good mind frame, right? They're coming from a place of desperation. They're coming from a place of whatever. So now you put them in this spot and you take away the one last thing that they have, which is hope. It takes away their hope. And then it's crazy because you see, they still come on the live streams. They still look for the answer, but they have massive PTSD.
Yeah.
And when they could have been making money in literally what will be the most volatile, opportune time in our lifetime, they blew their mental capital and a huge portion of their actual capital on fucking meme stocks.
Man. That is the cold, hard truth, ladies and gentlemen, right there. That is one of the most true. That is the most true statement that I have heard in a very long time. And it's extremely unfortunate and it's extremely frustrating. But this is what happens. This is what has happened. Tens of millions of people came into the market not knowing anything and got completely taken advantage of. And now, like you said, they still come on these live streams. They still look for answers. But now you are in a massive hole. All of that money that you lost on all of these stupid freaking meme stocks that are all garbage. It wouldn't be called a meme stock if it was a good company. It would just be a stock. And people got completely taken advantage of. They fell for it. And all of that money that was lost. Think about what all of that money could have turned into if you were in the right places in this market.
Yeah, and don't even think about what it could have turned into, like, a denomination, right? Like, we're not even talking about, money is just a tool, right? Guys, real quick, type the number 1 if your entire identity and your self-worth is tied to the dollar. Type the number 1 if your entire identity and self-worth is tied to a dollar. Go ahead, do it. Type the number 1. If everything about you revolves around money and all you are and all of your worth is money. Didn't think so.
Yep, didn't think so.
It's not even about what Mike's talking about is not what that money could have been. It's not what the money could have been. Money is just a tool that you use to play the game. Right? This is all a game, man. And in order to play the game, you have to have the in-game currency. You have to play the game. But that in-game currency isn't who you are. And what Mike's referring to, nice, in a second, okay? Not right now.
No.
And in what Mike was referring to was what that money could have represented. I Am Wake says, trying to play the game of let my kids go to university. Yeah, that's what it represents.
That's what it represents.
That's what Mike was talking about.
Right there.
Not the denomination of what it could have been made into. Not, I could have had $500,000. All right. Yes, we are aware of what just happened to former President Donald Trump. I don't want to discuss it on this channel. It in no way. Mike, you speak on that real quick.
It's not gonna have any effect on the market, guys.
Right. We do not care about politics nor your political opinion on here. You don't care about my political opinion. You don't care about Mike's. We don't care about yours. We're here to make money, and we're here to help, people understand that. So this ain't about it. All right?
Yeah.
Please leave it there. When your son wants to go to MIT, it's hard to tell him no, sorry, can't afford it. I have to make that work.
That hits.
Yeah.
That hits right there.
We every live stream that we do on here, we ask members, we say, hey, if you're making money and becoming better traders, type the $ in chat, right? And we do that, and we got somebody that comes on here every once in a while, and they say something to the effect of, ask how many are losing money. Okay. Well, first of all, if you know for certain that I'm will true or false, just type true or false in a second. I am far more confident that people know 100% without a shred of a doubt that it is possible and likely to lose money trading and investing in the stock market. True or false? That it is way more like front of mind. Right? It has to be.
Yeah. Hopefully it is. I mean, unless they, just continue to believe, what they are sold from other people. But I think hopefully most people have the wherewithal to know that there are risks and you can lose money.
Right.
In the stock market.
So to further go on that, right? A lot of people, what they don't realize, because all they ever do is see it perpetuated by other people.
Mm-hmm.
Most people say losing is way more obvious, but they still know that it's possible to make money. But a lot of times it's because they see other people claiming that they've made money. It's, or they maybe got lucky on some meme stock for 5 minutes and then didn't sell when they were supposed to and then lost it all. It's not as normal to know that you can consistently make money in the stock market. That's not front of mind for a lot of people. They know it's possible, they want to achieve it, but it's not as normalized as the losing part.
Yeah. And most of them just you have to go by your own experiences.
So we ask people if they, to type the $ if they're making money and becoming better traders, right? We do this every single live stream, okay? Every single live stream. And we do it because we want people to see that these are real people that are making money, that are becoming better traders. Mm-hmm. Because it is not so prevalent, right? So I'll ask, and then I'm going to give you guys a lot more information on this. So, guys, go ahead. If you're a True Trading Group member and you're making money, not just on a meme stock, but in general, you are making money and becoming a better trader. Type the $ in chat for a second, and then I'm gonna give you some statistics of what this looks like.
Back it up with some hard data. We love hard data. So type the $, folks, if you're making money. You guys
are going to remember, pay attention, because even if you never join us, this is some good information. This is good market research from your peers.
Yeah. To show you what's truly possible.
Right. Even if you never sign up for a True Trading Group membership, this is great market research for you, because you don't need to believe what it is that we are saying. You're going to see what other people are saying. Right?
Yep. People just like you. All the same, the same hurdles that you have for yourself. These people are no different from you. whether they've lost money in the market before, they had a small account, or they work a full-time job, they got busy schedules, they've been scammed by some other group. These people have all been down that road. These people have all had those same hurdles, those same excuses. So listen to them. They are your peers. They are you. No difference between these people and you.
I'll give you some data, right? I'll give you some data. We have quite a bit of members at True Trading Group. We have well over 10,000 members at True Trading Group, and a couple times a year, we survey these members. We want to know, basic stuff like, are you satisfied? Are you happy? We do this giant end of year survey, and we do, we did one today in chat as well because I wanted to back up some data that I had from earlier this year. And I wanted to see if it was still relatively the same.
Yeah.
And it had actually improved a little bit, and I'll have to do more research in order to see that it is improved. When I say improved, not by a crazy amount, by 3%, right? But still it's something,
that many people, 3%,
So what we have found is this. Out of the majority of True Trading Group members, let's say they paid an average of the average that people have paid probably comes out to $1,200 for an annual, right?
Yeah.
Right around 1,200. So that means as follows: 15% made their membership fee back one time. 20% made it back 2 to 3 times. 10% made it back 4 to 5 times. So let's do a little bit of math on this. Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but 20% of people 2 to 3 times, let's just say 2. So that's 2 times 1,200, $2,400, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then you had, like I said, 10% did 4 to 5 times their membership cost.
Mm-hmm.
5% did 6 to 7 times their membership cost. 5% did 8 to 9 their membership cost. And get this, man, 14% made 10 times or more their membership fee back.
That's incredible.
So, and then the rest have not made it back. So 69% of members have made back their membership fee at least one time with, and then what is that? 69 minus 15. And then 54% of them have made it back at least twice.
So you're talking about more than half the people have doubled up their investment.
Correct. So
that's amazing.
That is not from us. You know what I'm saying? Those are real numbers. Those are real numbers. And, sure, could they have been lying? Maybe. I don't know why they would. If I'm losing money on something, I'm not going to still tell people I'm doing great. That's just me. If I'm losing money or I'm not happy with something, I'm going to say that I'm not happy, or at least answer honestly. I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would certainly voice my displeasure.
I want to be transparent. Did we see these people's brokerage accounts? No, we didn't.
Right. It's just a survey. We surveyed members. Members responded.
Right.
We did not collect thousands of brokerage statements to verify this. So we will be clear about that.
But I can't imagine somebody wanting to lie about doing well I just don't understand what the point of that would be. Especially because we offer a double your money back guarantee.
Right.
So why would they do that? You know?
Yeah.
So this made me feel a lot better. It helped me personally to be a little bit more grounded today, because I got to tell you, man, I was ready. I mean, like I was very bothered this week.
It hits you, you know, I hate,
you know, and then it's like I'm like, okay, I have to know, is this, you know, are we making a difference here? Because we entered a space. You all saw earlier how many people were like, yo, this is, you know, we overpaid for this chat room, this whatever is no good or whatever. So you see that. So it's the whole reason we started True Trading Group. Anytime you want to start a business, businesses are not complicated. You know, everyone wants to start their own business and be an entrepreneur and do those things. Everyone wants to, right? Because you're the master of your own, you know, you're the captain of your own ship. You're the master of your own domain, right? You dictate your life. Nobody else is dictating it for you. What happens with people is that a lot of people seldom want to, you know, they seldom want to take that risk on themselves. Right? And businesses are not complicated. You identify any problem, right? Let's keep it really simple. People have to eat. So a restaurant is created. A grocery store is created. Grocery stores need to buy food. So there are farms where they can buy the food and distributors. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Businesses are not complicated. Every single problem that you encounter during the day, if you find a solution that provides more value than what it is that you would charge, you have $1 million idea. It's literally that simple. Right? So what happens is people don't realize that when, you know, that when you become a trader, that you become the ultimate entrepreneur. That it does take a little bit of time, and it takes some effort, and it takes what it does. And so what Mike and I have done is we identified that there was a big problem in this space.
Huge.
You have a bunch of people taking advantage of a lot of people. We saw this very clearly in here. So we decided to get involved in this space and enter it to fill that hole, you know? I mean, Mike and I have been pretty passionate about that. You know, Mike says it all the time. It's the reason that we want to be the reason that nobody is ever referred to as dumb money ever again.
That's right. Retail traders and investors have never been taught the professional way to participate in the market. There isn't anywhere for them to learn that. Why is that? Why at no point throughout your educational process in life do you ever learn about the stock market? It's because the professionals in the market, they rely on your poor decisions for liquidity and for their exits and for their entries. People on Wall Street refer to themselves as smart money, and they refer to retail traders and investors as dumb money. we identified a major problem, that there's a whole lot of groups and services and programs out there that promise you the stars and the moons, but they're just taking advantage of your desire to make money. They're not actually providing you with any educational material. They're not actually teaching you anything. You're not learning anything. And 99% of the time, you don't make any money with them. And when you complain, that's it. You're just another number to them. They don't care. They move on. They sell somebody else this fake dream. They get them to sign up and they take their money. And that cycle viciously repeats itself as retail traders and investors just want the hope of being able to make money in the markets, but they don't ever understand how. We identified that problem a long time ago, and that's why we started True Trading Group. And we said, we're not going to come on and tell everybody that in just 10 minutes a day, I can guarantee I'll make you $10,000. I'll turn you into a millionaire in 30 days. You'll quit your job in 30 days. Follow me. I have this one fail-safe pattern, because it's all BS. It's all nonsense. None of it is true. Some of you have realized this firsthand because you fell for those tactics and you now know that it's not true, but yet you know what's possible because at some point you've seen that money can be made in this market. There's a reason why Wall Street actually exists. It's not a scam. Go tell the trader at Goldman Sachs that makes $6 million a year on the trade desk, go tell them that the market's a scam. Go tell the hedge fund manager that manages $40 billion that just last year, because they generated a 35% return on their portfolio, just got themselves a $450 million bonus for the work that they did last year. Go tell that person the stock market's a scam. It's not a scam. It's the greatest wealth building opportunity that you will ever come across in your entire life if you understand how to actually participate in it. That is why we exist, to help people understand the right way to participate in this market, because this market doesn't care about where you came from, doesn't care about your financial situation, doesn't care about your religion, your gender, your nationality, your political affiliation. It does not care. Oh, Warren Buffett bought a stock. Great. You can buy the same stock. There's nothing stopping you from doing anything that professionals are doing. You can buy the same stocks. You can short the same stocks. You can buy the same options. You can sell the same options. It's not like professionals have access to some different asset class that you don't. You can buy the exact same stocks at the exact same prices.
Yeah, you know what I heard?
Understood when and how. That's why we exist. So you stop thinking about, oh, this meme stock is going to go up 1,000% because some idiot on freaking Reddit who knows nothing told you it was going to. But that's where people fall victim. That's where they fall right into that sand, that quicksand, and that's it. They're gone. It's like a black hole. It's a black hole of crushed dreams and stolen money, because that's what's happening. Your money is being stolen from you. Does that not anger you? That somebody else that knows what they're doing, that has the answers, is stealing your money because you don't. That should infuriate every single one of you, because when you make a losing trade, there's somebody else on the other side of that trade, folks. The money's not just created out of thin air. There's a person on the other side of your trade. If you're wrong, that means somebody else was right. That should infuriate you. And it should cause you to make a decision to say, I am done being taken advantage of, because that's what's happening. You are being taken advantage of by people that know what they're doing. And they rely on retail. They rely on the social media hype, because they know that's going to cause you to make the wrong decision. There's even indicators that Wall Street professionals use that are the inverse to retail traders. What do I mean by that? In September and October of 2022, right here, retail traders and investors became, for the very first time, net sellers, which means retail investors panicked out of the market. They sold everything. That was the bottom of the market. Then, the very first week of February, what happened the very first week of February? Retail traders became, retail order flow, volume of retail was the highest it's ever been in record. 23% of all the volume transacted on the stock exchange in any given day was from retail. That was the top. And look what the market did ever since. Retail continues to get taken advantage of. And professionals rely on that sentiment and rely on that psychology of retail investors to say, oh, you know what? This is probably the bottom because retail is selling. Oh, this is probably the top because retail is buying. That's how poor the decision making is. That's how much lack of education that there is for retail, that they're so wrong, that it's the exact opposite, that professionals do the exact opposite of what retail is doing. Doesn't that bother you? It should. It bothers us. It bothers all of our members of True Trading Group. It doesn't need to be that way. That's why we created this entire platform. So you will learn the exact same way that I learned when I worked at a fund in New York City. Start thinking like a professional and stop thinking about chasing the next shiny object that you see come across your Twitter feed. Because it hasn't worked for you for the last 2 years. It won't work for you this year. It won't work for you next year. And you're going to let, in the meantime, while you focus on all these shiny little objects that you're being distracted by, you're going to let the greatest opportunity that I've ever seen in 17 years in the stock market fly right past you. And then what are you going to say? Stock market's a scam. No, it's not. You just don't know what you're doing. Change that. I'm passionate about this stuff, guys. I want to be the reason. I want True Trading to be the reason that retail investors change. I want True Trading to be the reason that those inverse indicators no longer work. When retail investors become net sellers, I don't want that to be a buy signal for institutions. I want that to be a sign of a market top. Because retail is now thinking like professionals. You are now thinking like professionals and therefore could have results like professionals. That's what this is all about. That's a difference maker. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't teleport to the future and then come back and do time travel and tell you what the market did tomorrow and I come back in time and I tell you what it's going to do. I just was taught the right way. Most of you, if you're taught the right way, can have success. You're not dumb people. It's not like this is some impossible, rocket science. It's not. Once you're taught the proper way how to do something, most of you will be able to implement it with a much higher rate of success than you're doing on your own. And that goes with anything. That's any profession. That's not just trading. Name me any profession. You name it. Anything. I drop you off at a construction site tomorrow and tell you, hey, use that big bulldozer to pick up all that rock and move it over there. Are you going to be able to do that by yourself? Have you ever operated a bulldozer before? No, you're probably going to kill somebody, maybe yourself. But if someone shows you how to operate the bulldozer, that's been doing it for 20 years, I'm pretty confident you're going to be able to, with all the gears and the widgets and the buttons and the levers, you're going to be able to move the bulldozer and not kill anybody. But somebody has to show you. That's life. Learning from others that are successful in what you are trying to accomplish. Not going about it on your own. You don't have to go about this on your own. Rely on others that have already been successful in what you are trying to achieve and attach yourself to those people in anything in life. Surround yourself, with people that you can rely on, people that you can find guidance in.
Let me ask one more time, I have a question for those of you that are on here. How many of you in here would put up $1,100 for a 68% chance to make back your money and to actually make 2 to 10 times that amount, or have a real chance at it? Because that's what everyone's looking for. Nobody wants a guarantee. Nobody wants to be fed BS anymore. They just want an even playing field.
Yeah.
They want a real chance. They want an even playing field.
How many would put up $1,100 with a 68% chance to double it up?
How many would do that? Type the number 1 if you're not a TTG member and you would do that.
Any one of you that's ever made a bet at a casino should say absolutely yes and definitely, because there's nowhere in a casino you can get a 68% odds. Nowhere. But yet you've all still done it. There's no 100% guarantee. But there sure damn well are real possibilities. And as long as you got to be honest with yourself with those possibilities. We are honest with you with those possibilities. You're seeing what members are able to accomplish and achieve. Why not you?
Somebody says, if I put $1,100 into that, what about the money to actually trade with? Great question. Here's a great answer. How many of you in here started trading with less than $1,000 when you joined True Trading Group? If you signed up to True Trading Group and after you paid the fee, you had less than $1,000 in your account, let us know, and I want to know what you started with. Go ahead.
$400.
Heather Hill, $400 after joining. $100. $30.
Incredible. 300.
300, 200, 100. Doesn't matter what we say. I knew the answer before I asked the question. I'm trying to prove a point. It was a good question that person asked.
Real good question. Here, $300. $500.
You start with whatever you can, because what you're paying for isn't just some course. What you're paying for is a real chance at something. It's an even playing field. That's what you're paying for. Here we go. I was the guy who heard Mike say it's better to have $500 and an education than $2,000 and no real knowledge. Man, that is 1,000%.
Hell yeah, Nathan. Because that's the honest truth. Everyone's worried about, the amount of money I'm going to have in my account. I don't care if you have $500, $50,000, 500,000, or 5 million. If you have no idea what you're doing, you're going to lose all of it just the same. I'd rather have $500 and an education than 50,000 and not a damn clue what I'm doing, because you will lose all of it anyway. I'd rather have 500 and an education any day. Members of True Trading Group have taken $500, $200, $300 accounts and have turned them into 4- and 5-figure accounts, many of them on this live stream. Comment if that's you. What matters is the educational part of you actually knowing what you're doing and relying on the guidance and the real-time trade alerts from myself and 9 other professional traders.
Yeah, because the thing is that you're going to get the trade alerts, and those trade alerts are very, very good. So you're going to get all the alert signals, the entries, the exits, the pre-game plan, the during game plan, what happens if this goes left or right? What do you do?
The analysis that you receive on a daily basis is from professional traders that tell you upfront beforehand, this is what we think is going to happen. This is where we are buying. This is where we are selling, not after the fact, before the fact. Okay? Not after, before. That's the type of analysis that you receive from professionals that know what they're doing, not just from a bunch of random posts on a Twitter feed, but in real time. I'm a 1%er and I signed up to get an education that no broker was ever going to give me. Brokers are a joke. Brokers are so obsolete. Brokers used to serve a purpose when you could not execute your own trades. Brokers have never been stock pickers. They were trade facilitators. You'd call your broker and say, I want to buy 10 shares of Boeing. And they would go and execute the trade for you because you had no means of doing so 20 freaking years ago. Now there's no need for a broker. I always say brokers are salesmen.
Millie says, Millie 315 says, that's all dandy, but if I can't afford to eat, how can I afford to get $1,100 to get educated? Millie 315, with all due respect, I want you to understand, I come from absolutely nothing. I know what it's like to not be able to afford to eat. And let me tell you something, when I couldn't afford to eat and I couldn't afford to get new clothes or I couldn't afford to do whatever, the very last thing I was thinking about was trading the stock market.
Yeah, Millie, if you can't afford to eat, I wouldn't be focused on the stock market right now. I'd focus on lifting yourself up.
Right. You shouldn't think about taking the very last bits of money that you have to your name and putting it into the stock market.
You see, Millie, we're not the people that are going to sit here and tell you, oh, no, Millie, just, do whatever you got to do, go take out loans on something and come on. No, just let's do it. We'll pull you out of it. No, I'm going to tell you, Millie, you got to get your life in order first. You got to get your life in order first.
Yeah. Millie, get your footing underneath yourself before you ever, before you even try and play around here.
And we'll listen. We'll be here when you're ready. And Millie, when you're in a better position, whether that's a couple weeks from now, a couple months from now, a couple years from now, when you're in a better position, then come back and we will be here. And we'll be here to help you start your journey and get you involved in the markets. But for right now, it's not the time for you.
Correct.
And that's okay.
Yep. Sure is. So I know you want to get into your SPY analysis and everything else, and I'm sorry we went on such a rant. It's been a really long week. Jesus.
Oh, Christine, that hurt my gut. It hurt my gut. Well, Christine, hopefully we've been turning that around. You lost $700K before you got this education. Hopefully that has turned around now, Christine. I hope that has turned around.
How many of you are on this live stream right now that are still not a member of True Trading Group? How many people are we talking to that are not a member? Just type TTG one more time. It's the last time I'll ask you. I'd like to know how many people on here are not a member of True Trading Group. Just one last time before. Just type TTG in chat. Fetty, Anthony, Fink, JJ, Acrid, Lynn Nicole. Just go ahead and type TTG in chat if you're not. Oh, Fetty just got here. Cool.
Fetty, you missed one hell of a discussion.
So here's what I'll say. All the people that are typing TTG, I want to know before I open my mouth, I want to know what your intention is. Do you want alerts, or do you want to actually know what it is that you're doing so you could take advantage? I mean, what is your goal here? Not just on this live stream, but with the markets in general. Is this something you want to do? Are you looking for a short? Let me know. I'd love to know what you're actually trying to accomplish here. Help with risk reward. I'm in it to learn how to do it myself. I don't care if it takes a year. Somebody, I want to be my own boss.
Hell yeah, fam.
Milk as much premium to sack my boss.
Hell yeah.
$100,000 portfolio. I'd like to gain another stream of income.
Love you guys. Oh, yeah. Wayne, I gotta tell you, Wayne, I've really enjoyed you just being on this live stream. I've seen a lot of your comments. Learn how to fish for myself. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Knowledge.
Okay.
Learn to be profitable consistently. That's the goal.
Okay. That's the goal. So Mike and I will make all of you a deal. We'll make you a deal.
Amen, Curtis.
AMC. We'll make you a deal. Learn and provide for my kids. Fire my boss. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to, all of these things. These are real things. These are real important goals.
Adam, it's from Curtis. To learn how to do this properly, to have a better life for the wife, and to leave something for our kids.
That's what it's about, man.
That's what this is about. It's not about a private jet. That's what this is about. Your why matters.
So here's what I'm going to do. Mike's got about 20, 30 minutes. He's going to want to do a SPY analysis. Right?
Yeah, I've got, I want to go over, our analysis these last few days has been spot on to the penny.
Yeah, correct. So here's what we're going to do. Let me see something real quick. One moment. All right. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a of a hack here. So if you're not a member of True Trading Group, stay put for a second. I'm going to do y'all a solid. Mike doesn't know I'm doing this.
That's why I'm like, what is about to happen right now?
Oh, there's a lot of people that stayed like for the whole thing. They listened to us.
Well, and they're about to get some incredible analysis on what this market's going to do here in the next few days and weeks too. So you guys are in for a treat.
Just need 40 seconds.
Since you're such a nice guy, I'll give you 41.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Anything for you, my man.
Aw.
Yeah, bro. It's, you know.
One second. Trust me, you're going to want to stay here for a minute. There we go. I just have to verify something on the phone. There we go. 973-080. And that should work. Let me try.
What are you doing?
Hang on. I'm trying to hook them up. May not work. It'll work. Hope so. Okay, cool. All right. So here's what I'm willing to do. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, what I am going to do is this. Until Mike is done with his analysis, I'm going to open the study hall right now. Until Mike is done with his analysis, I'm going to give anyone that wants it a shot at a TTG membership for $1,000 for the whole year. That'll include a laptop, because we do have some tonight. And it'll include everything that we have. All courses and all tools. Mike will go into that in a second, but I'll give it to you for $1,000 for the whole year.
That's one hell of a deal.
Yes, if you are in the UK, you can absolutely use all the tools we have. We have a huge member base in the UK.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, that's the deal, right? but I'm only going to run that until Mike is done with his SPY analysis. So I'm not going to put a number on it. When that's done, it'll go back to it was 1103. So you'll save like $103.
It's awesome,
right? And you'll get the laptop. So Joe, I need you to update the price to $1,000 on the back end real quick, please. That's less than most members have paid.
Yeah. Significantly less.
Significantly less. I think, and if that's what it takes to get more people in here to have a shot at all those things that they wanted, I'm fine switching the price real quick and doing it. That is a 54% discount.
Oh, thanks, R. Muscat. The teaching platform is top notch, so much more than I would have ever thought. Thank you so much, Mike and Adam, with heart kissy face.
And I'll update it on my end as well. Yeah. All right, Mike, just quickly go over what it is that they get. Joe is almost done updating the price on his end.
All right, cool. Yeah, guys, I'll so again, in about 3 minutes, I'm going to go over the entire market analysis, exactly what I think this market's doing in the next couple of days and weeks. I made a very specific call in this market 2 days ago. So far, it's been working out perfectly. We gave you some more analysis today, and I want to go into this more in greater detail. So stick around. You guys are going to be in for a treat. For those of you that are interested in the membership that Adam is giving you a ridiculous 55% discount. 54% discount for this, just $1,000. Let me just tell you what the $1,000 gets you. For those of you that are interested, did you tell them how to join, Adam?
No, because I'm waiting for Joe to fix the code.
Got it. Okay. So I'll tell you how to join in just a moment, but I'll tell you what you get, because it includes all of our courses, which is a simplified version of the 3-month educational training program I went through when I worked at the fund in New York. Okay. It's 22 course curriculum. It's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. There, you get all of them. There's no upsell for more courses. You don't join, and all of a sudden there's VIP courses that cost another $1,000. We don't play games like that. You have access to all of it when you guys join for just $1,000. Okay. Maybe Joe, you can post up the link in chat to the syllabus. You guys can click on that. You'll see for yourself the list of all of the courses and all the topics that you're going to learn about within the courses. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live breaking up to the second news alerts right inside chat. That's $1,000 on its own. If you guys went to Benzinga directly, it's included with your membership right now for $1,000. You also get congressional trading data, so you can track the trades being made by members of Congress. Full book level 2 by Quote Media. TradingView's premium charting software, that's like $600 a year if you go to TradingView directly. It's included for the $1,000. You get a simulator from ET&A, let you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money, but real-time data. This way you can practice everything you're learning before you risk your money. You get the Trade Ideas scanner, streams on our platform every day, so you guys can be focused on the best stocks in the market, where the best opportunities lie. You get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create your own customized scans. You will have access to dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, a social sentiment scanner, tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media, a trading journal that tracks all your trading and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. Analyst ratings on any stock that you are interested in, so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular name. All of this is included when you guys join here today. It's ready?
Yep.
Okay. So if you guys want to join, you go to ttgoffer.com. then you will enter the coupon code TTG.
You won't even need to enter the coupon code. It'll do it for you.
Perfect. You guys just go to ttgoffer.com. We just had Joe update the back end of the site, so the price will now reflect just a flat $1,000. And as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you're going to be getting one. We ship anywhere in the world. We cover the shipping. We have members in over 100 different countries. Don't worry if you don't live in the U.S. Doesn't matter where you live. We have members in 100 different countries. We've shipped them all their laptops. We cover the shipping. It's our gift to you guys for joining the TTG family. You don't have to enter your address when you join. You're going to get a welcome email. So be on the lookout for it. There's going to be instructions in there how to claim your free laptop. Again, just go to ttgoffer.com. If you're currently a trial member, used to be a trial or used to be an annual member, you have to text us because we have to whitelist your email in order for you guys to get this deal. Text us at 786-505-4049. Again, that phone number, 786-505-4049. Okay.
You have until Mike is done with his SPY analysis, and then I'm moving the price back.
Wow. So you guys can save yourself over $100 right now if you guys take advantage of this before I'm done with my SPY analysis. We have a lot to talk about here, guys, with the overall market. So like I said, those are all the things you're going to be getting included for that $1,000. That's for the entire year. There's no upsell for any of those courses. There's no additional fee for any of those tools. Everything I just mentioned to you, you get access to all of it for the flat $1,000, and you got the free laptop. All right.
And then you got to double the money back.
Yeah, and we offer you guys a double your money back guarantee as well. So if you can't make the $1,000 membership fee back at least once during your membership after going through the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending a study group, we're going to give you back $2,000. That's a deal, plain and simple. You can't make the $1,000 back at least once, we'll give you back $2,000 and keep the laptop. We've only had to give a refund to about 2.83% of members. 78% of members renew their membership, and we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. That's why I can offer you double your money back without blinking an eye. If our refund rate was 15%, I wouldn't offer it to you.
All right. And the study hall is open.
Excellent. So TG members, the study hall is open. Live study hall session tonight with Shy. Options trading tonight in the study hall. All right, folks. So again, go to ttgoffer.com to take advantage of that $1,000 price point with the laptop and the double your money back guarantee. All right. All right, guys, let's head them on over now to the charts. Now, 2 days ago, you've been following our live streams now for just the last couple of days. 2 days ago, I made a bold prediction. And I told you 2 days ago that I believed that the market was setting up for another bear market rally. That was this day. Okay. So after the market, this is what the market, let me go back to the daily chart. Actually, I go to the daily chart and I'll show you when the market was here. I told you on my live stream, I believe the market was setting up for a bear market rally. Now, the reason why I believe the market was being set up for a bear market rally was because positioning is completely offsides. Everybody is positioned short this market. And when everybody gets overly positioned on one side of the market, it typically goes in the opposite direction. That has been the case since the beginning of time, and it will continue to be the case until the end of time, because the market will never go in the direction that every single person believes. And you have right now, and I have a quick little image that I want to share with you guys actually on the screen right now. So let's actually pull up that image. And it's okay. So here we go. So I want you guys to take a look at what I'm showing you right now. On the left side of your screen, this is short percentage of exposure on prime brokers. Prime brokers, every hedge fund, every.
Mike, real quick. There's an issue with the study hall. Tell everyone to just go to the main chat room, please.
Okay, everybody, there's an issue with the study hall. Just head into the main chat room. Head into the main chat room for if you guys want to
send out an alert.
Okay. If you guys are trying to attend the study hall, go into the main chat room. Again, go into the main chat room if you're trying to attend our study hall. There's an issue with the study hall room, so just head into the main chat room. We'll do it there. So the image on the left of your screen is a chart that shows you percentage of exposure for prime brokers. Prime brokers are the ones that you will service hedge funds and large financial institutions. as you will see right now in 2023, we are at the peak 37% exposure of all prime brokers, all prime broker exposure. 37% of it is short. You got record low positioning on S&P futures. And if you line up those tops, you can see every time for the last 10 years, actually for the last 11 or 12 years, every time the market has gotten up to 37% short exposure on prime books, that has been the top. That's been the top of the short exposure. Now, why would people be getting out of their short exposure? What would make the short exposure go down? That's when the markets go up. Markets go up, people cover their short position. And if you line up these dates, every time you got to that 37%, you got an up move in the market. That's one graph I want to show you on the left. The other graph I want to show you on the right is leverage on those short positions. The black line is leverage on long positions. The red line is leverage on short positions. Now, you will see that you are at the highest leveraged short position in the last 6 years. 90 is that leverage on the short position. You go back to early 2022 when the markets were crashing. You go back to that mid of the year, right around that September, October time period, it was at 84. Now you are at a bigger short position than when the markets were crashing earlier, leveraged up to all the way up to 90. That's a record number. Record number. That shows you how one-sided this market is currently positioned. All right, Joe, we can go back to my charts. All right, we can go back to my charts. All right. So that told me, with record low positioning in S&P futures, a 37% exposure of prime book short, and over leveraged short positions means if this market starts to move higher, that leverage short position needs to come out and needs to be rebalanced. And as that short position gets rebalancing, that leverage comes out, that's going to make the markets move to the upside as shorts cover that position and they pull that leverage out of the market. So I came on 2 days ago and I told you, I think this market's set up for a bear market rally because you have three fundamental catalysts that are coinciding with this one-sided market. And those fundamental catalysts are as follows. The banking fears beginning to ease, inflation continuing to come down, and the thoughts that the Fed might be pausing. Those three catalysts combined could make this market begin to move higher, and that would cause that leverage short position to rebalance, forcing short covering, which pushes the market to the upside when nobody understands how could the market possibly be moving higher. Everybody's talking about a recession. Why is the market going up? Well, folks, I've been very steadfast in my analysis over the last 8 months, if you follow these live streams, that I believe we're going to have a recession. I believe it will be a mild recession, though, nothing like 2008. I was on Wall Street for 2008. This ain't 2008, but I still believe we can have a recession. I think it's going to be a mild recession, though. I think it's necessary to get this economy back to a state of normalcy, get inflation down. I think it's needed. I think it's necessary. I think it's going to happen in the second half of this year. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to be oblivious to market dynamics and not be able to say, hey, even when you're in a bear market, you still get bear market rallies. Stocks don't go down in straight lines. They don't go up in straight lines. And if you're just stubborn, I'm just going to buy put options and I'm just going to hold them and whatever it is, you're going to get squeezed to the upside. You're going to take a huge loss. And then the market rolls over a month or two later, and then you're kicking yourself. Timing actually does matter. And understanding this type of analysis in the markets matters. So 2 days ago, I told you I think we're going to have a bear market rally. What has the market done in the last 2 days? Well, that was yesterday. And now that's today. We have gone from 395 when I first said this to 404. That is a 9-point move already in this market in the last 2 days since I told you I think we're set up for a bear market rally. You have very important inflation data tomorrow. PCE inflation data. If that PCE number comes in ice cold, you could start to see this market move higher tomorrow, 406, 407, and really put pressure on that short position. If we get over 407 on the SPY, I think this market can really start to give you a short squeeze. Now, I think that short squeeze would eventually run out of steam once it gets up into this region. And then I would be actually looking for, if the market does get up into this region, then I'm going to be looking to buy long dated, maybe January expiration put options on the SPY. And those folks I will hold for the next 6 to 8 months, as I believe we will have a mild recession this year. And I believe the markets will then roll back to the downside. But I believe there's going to be money to be made here to the upside if those three fundamental catalysts come to fruition. Inflation continues to come down. The banking crisis, those fears of the banking crisis ease, and people think the Fed is going to pause. And those things can cause the market to push. And once you get over 407, and I'll draw a line across 407 and show you this level, okay? It's like 406, 407. This used to be a very big level of support, all right? So if you take a look here, this was a big level of support back there in February. Prior to that, it was a level of resistance, okay? You can see all that. Prior to that, it was that big level of resistance, and then it became support briefly. We broke underneath it. Then it became resistance there in early March, and that's the level that I think we can test tomorrow if the inflation data comes in light. We can test that level, and if you get over it, that is when I think you'll start to see that short position that I just showed you in those two graphs. That's when I think you can start to see that leverage short position start to get unwound. And that is how you can get this unexplainable move to the upside in the market, even though everyone's talking about a recession. Market dynamics and positioning matter. That's why I said this 2 days ago, that I think the market's going to have a move to the upside. I think we have one more bear market rally before the markets eventually turn themselves back to the downside. And we've been positioning ourselves for that the last couple of days, capitalized huge on it yesterday on beautiful trades to the long side, staying long on this market, looking for long opportunities. And then we gave you the analysis today. Every single day, guys, our analysis today on the SPY was right to the penny. To the penny. Every day pre-market, you're going to get analysis from myself and the 9 other professional traders. Every day. Every day I'm going to tell you, this is what I think the market's going to do. These are the stocks I'm looking at. These are the prices I'm buying. These are the prices I'm going to be selling before the market opens. I don't come on after the fact and say, oh, look what I did. No, I tell you what I think is going to happen and what I'm going to do, so you know my actions before I actually make them. And Adam is not here, so he doesn't have the clip. Hold on, guys. All right. Well, never mind. Never mind. I don't have the video clip for you. Let me see if we can get it to Joe. So anyway, guys, what I'm trying to do right now, Adam's no longer on the stream, and Adam has the video clip. He's going to send it to Joe. Joe, I know you're here on the back end of the stream. Adam's going to send you the video. So let's just give it 1 second. Adam's going to send you the video. Okay. So basically, guys, while we're waiting for Adam to send Joe the video, let me just kind of give you an update on what happened here. Okay. There's a very specific resistance level on the SPY. I want to talk to you about it. I've been talking about it for the last couple of days, and it's this 401.50, 401.75 zone. It's like really 401 to 402. And this resistance level you see right here, if you look at my screen, you have resistance right here. This is the day we found out that Silicon Valley Bank was in trouble. And then you have the high of the day here of the Fed meeting. And then you have the high of the day from yesterday. And then you have the 50-day moving average. This is a major level of resistance. Today, we gapped above it. The analysis from the pre-market session was, after the gap up today, that level has to be tested. You're not going to gap above a major level like that and then not fill it back and test it. So I said, watch for the pullback to this level. Look for this area to test. Look for this area to hold. And then watch for the market to turn around and then start to climb themselves back to the upside. So every day I will give you this analysis. with exact prices laid out before the market opens. We got this quick video clip. It's about a minute long. Let's go ahead and play the clip. This is from early this morning. Here we go. What did we talk about 2 days ago? 2 days ago, we talked about, I think we're setting up for a bear market rally, right? That was when the SPY was at 395. We're now at 404. 2 days. 2 days, you're up 9 points, just like that. How quickly things can change, how quickly this market can move. We're now above that resistance level. So you already know the deal. We look for pullbacks on the SPY back into that level for it to become support now. That 401 to 402, that's been the resistance level for the last couple of weeks. You've got the high of the day from the Silicon Valley day, the Fed meeting day, yesterday's high, the 50-day moving average. Now we're gapping above it. On pullbacks, you look for that level to become support now. That was a major level of resistance. And I didn't think we were going to trade through it. I thought if we're going to get through it, we're going to gap above it. It's exactly what you're seeing here today. You're gapping above it. So now on the pullback, you watch for that pullback and for that to hold support. So draw a line across like 401.50, 401.75, and the pullback into that zone, we're going to be sitting on that level. Right, on pullback into that zone, we're going to sit on that level for support, and then we're going to look to see if we can continue upside. So there you guys have it. So that is the audio clip and video clip from early this morning, around 9 o'clock in the morning, before the market ever opened. So before the market ever opened, you heard me say very specifically, draw a line across 401.75. You just heard me say it. Draw a line across 401.75. Well, let's draw a line across 401.75. There it is. Look at where the low of the day is for the market. The low of the day today is 401.76. And then look what happened. Look what the markets did. We got right to that level, and the markets went straight up. Straight up. This is the analysis that you guys are getting on a daily basis. Daily basis. And again, why did I say 401.75? I didn't pull that number out of thin air. It's just technical analysis 101. Massive resistance level with two major catalysts. Resistance level on the day, Silicon Valley, resistance level on the Fed meeting, and then the prior day's high, and then the 50-day moving average. You gap above a level like that, it's got to be tested. It pulls back right to the penny, it holds support, and then it rips face right back to the upside towards the high of the day. That's a type of analysis that can get you guys in the right positions, in the right trades, at the right times. That's the analysis that gets you to stop guessing and start acting and putting yourself in particular trades to finally start being on the right side. This is what you're going to get every single day in True Trading Group, not to mention all the real-time alerts when all of the moderators execute our trades. So whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade, you guys are all notified that we're in. What are we in? What's the price? What's our stop loss? Where are we taking profit? Every single execution you are notified on. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com right now. Take advantage of the 54% discount. You'll get the brand new free laptop. You get the double your money back guarantee and everything that I just explained to you guys earlier. Again, just go to ttgoffer.com and you guys will get the 54% discount. Again, if you have any questions at all, you guys have any questions, text us 786-505-4049. Phone number's at the bottom of your screen. Text us if you have any questions. Also, if you're a trial member, used to be an annual member, you have to text us because we got to whitelist your email in order for you guys to get the discount. Again, you'll get a free laptop, the $1,000 price point. That's a 54% discount. And then we're going to move it back up. It was over $1,100. Supposed to be today. Adam did you guys a solid, knocked off another $100 and change, bringing it all the way down to $1,000 for you guys. So just go to ttgoffer.com. It'll take advantage of it to take advantage of that deal. All right. So there you guys have it. So now you guys know kind of what my thoughts are with this market. Tomorrow's going to be big because if you get a really, really light PCE number, like the PPI number that you got the other week, that PPI number was so cold. It was so light. It came in so far under expectations. If you get something like that on the PCE number, that can really jack this market to the upside. This market jacks to the upside. You get over 407, that short position might start to get squeezed. That leverage on the short position could start to come out. Now, the flip side, if that PC number comes in scorching hot and it's much higher than expected, then you got to look for the market to sell back off and to sell back off down through that level. And then I think all bets are off. You're not going to get the short position that short position is not going to get unwound if the market does this tomorrow, on the back of a higher than expected, PCE number. So if you get that tomorrow, your short positions will kind of dig in their heels, and this will remain, in my opinion, this is going to be the stop area for your short positions. That highly leveraged short position, this is the mark. If you get over that mark, if you do something like this over tomorrow or Monday, you do something like that, I think you start to see that short position get unwound. And that's why I think tomorrow is going to be such a crucial day, because you have the catalyst of the PCE inflation data. You also have consumer sentiment data. All of these things are starting to align. Like I said, what do you need in order for that short position to get squeezed out? A couple of catalysts. Banking fears to continue to ease. They have eased significantly. If they continue to ease and there's no more hiccups for any of the regional banks, that's a good thing. If inflation continues to come down, well, you got inflation data tomorrow. Let's see if it continues to come down. And if people think the Fed is going to pause, even better. That's how you can start to get that position unwound. And if that short position gets unwound, the markets can move to the upside. And then I'll trade that to the upside over the next 1 or 2 weeks. And then I look to buy put options, longer dated, and hold them for the next 6 to 8 months, as I believe we'll have a recession later this year. And that, my friends, is how I plan on making money. That's how members of True Trading Group will be making money. The question is, how are you going to be making money? Join us. Go to ttgoffer.com. Take advantage of it. Get your butts in chat. I'll see you guys all in there tomorrow morning. All right? So that's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys learned something. You feel pretty good about the analysis from the overall markets. Take advantage of that deal. Go to ttgoffer.com now. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Turn on your notifications. I'll see you all in chat tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.